Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Life Together video podcast. I'm your host, Eric Henninger. This is a podcast where we'll be talking about so many different things because that's what life is like. Life is messy. It's beautiful. Let's talk about it. I am sitting here today with my good friend, Cherokee Hall. He's our artist spotlight for the week, a local filmmaker, and I'm very excited to have you here, man.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here, too. Thanks for having me out.
You're very welcome. And that's all for this week, folks.
Good night. Or good morning.
Make sure you check out all of Cherokee's work. No, I'm teasing. So, like I said, Cherokee's an independent filmmaker here in the Kentucky area. And I've had the privilege of working with you on two projects, if we count Friggin Aliens.
Yep. Oh, I count it.
As you should. He graciously opened his home to us, and we fogged up his garage right around the time he needed to leave for work. We transformed his basement, melted a coffee pot, which wasn't his, it was ours, but it happened in his home, and then we ran through his house shooting people.
Yes, I think you guys left a whole big box of cookies there, too, which I was very grateful for.
That was your payment.
Yes. Gladly accepted.
Thanks. Low budget filmmaking. We can't give you money, but we have this box of yummy cookies.
Yes.
Anyway, so Cherokee, tell me, what got you into filmmaking? What awakened that desire?
Well, it started for me around the grade school time when the movie Goonies came out.
Oh, good movie.
Yes, I saw that, and I completely fell in love with the idea that those kids had that adventure. I was roughly the same age as they were. So, and I knew the adventure wasn't real. I knew they didn't really go find One-Eyed Willie, but I thought that it was just an awesome movie, and I wanted to do something like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's not real?
No, One-Eyed Willie is fictional, so...
Man, there goes my childhood.
Yes.
I guess next thing you're going to tell me is Santa's not real.
No, he's real.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, One-Eyed Santa.
So, Goonies.
Yes, yeah. Goonies, and so... I started looking at acting at that time, and I wanted to get into that, and eventually went off to college, to Northern Kentucky University to get a degree in theater, and spent way too long in college, but had a really good time. Ended up not getting a theater degree, ended up getting a quote-unquote real degree from the girl, as the girl I was dating at the time told me I needed to get. So I ended up with an anthropology degree.
Girls be crazy.
Girls be tripping. And anthropology has helped me immensely in my computer programming career, so... Not really, but anyway.
It's like I don't understand how they tie together, but if you say so.
So anyway, college... except for the friendships, I guess, was kind of a waste of time and money for me. So, thanks, Obama. And
that's right. Oh man! Thanks,
anyway,
Obama. We can play both. That's gonna be our thing for today.
It could be the podcast name.
I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
But anyway, so from there, I kind of went about trying to start a career in computer programming and database services and things like that. And this would have been around 2006. A filmmaker by the name of Sandy Cholera put out a Batman fan film called Dead End. If you haven't seen it, it is awesome. And this was 2006, so it's coming up on its 10-year anniversary, actually. I think he's doing a documentary about it. But it was,
nice.
It blew me away. It was Batman. It was literally, it's like 7-8 minutes. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Batman Dead End. You need to watch it. I won't spoil it for you. Go check it out.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes.
Sweet. Well, we can throw up a little thing at the bottom of the screen for us to go watch it.
It blew me away. It's the best fan film I've ever seen still to this day. Except for the next fan film I want to talk about, which was came out right around the same time, called Grayson.
Now that one I've seen.
That one you've seen. Well, growing up, I was the younger brother, so he was Batman, I was Robin. He was Captain Kirk, I was Spock. He was Lone Ranger, I was Tonto. So I was always the sidekick character. Well, Grayson is all about Robin growing up, which is just awesome. And it's another one you need to check out. I won't spoil it for you, but the premise is Batman's been murdered, and Dick Grayson comes out of retirement to go find who killed Batman. So,
yeah,
once I saw those two and I saw behind the scenes on how they made them, I thought to myself, I was like, that's not anything I can't do. You know, it was just camera tricks and lighting and stuff like that. I had no CGI whatsoever. So I started there, 2006, gathering information, learning how to do it, and practicing on my own with a camera I bought. And from there, went on to completed my second feature film and a ton of short films and 48-hour film projects, and a couple commercials, and still having fun with it. Going to go into the web series next, and nice. Another feature coming up. So
very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. I like what you said about. So I got a camera and just started doing this thing, and
right.
I've having gone to film school and whatever. You get to sit in on a lot of seminars with people in the biz, and one of the things that I've heard repeated by different people is people will ask, "What do I do to get into the business?" And their question is, well, what do you want to do? Well, I want to write, or I want to direct, whatever it is.
Right.
And they're like, oh, cool. What have you directed? Well, nothing. Nobody's asked me to direct, right? And they're never going to.
No.
So if you want to direct, that's what you do. What you just said.
Yeah.
Get a camera and just start learning the art of putting together a story with visuals.
Yes.
Just do it.
You can't afford a camera. Use a cell phone. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do the video on a cell phone, but you can tell the story with pictures. I mean, that's all film is a series of pictures laid together very quickly. So what you can do is you want to do a scene where two people are in the kitchen arguing, set them up and snap a photo of it, and then move them around a little bit and snap another photo. You don't have to tell the whole thing in a movie style, but you could do it more like a comic book with it. And that'll teach you lighting and angles and what looks good and what doesn't. And it's completely, I won't say free because you need to have some kind of camera, some kind of cell phone, but it's as cheap as you can get it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's obviously something to be said for better cameras and having a production value.
Right.
But if you're just looking to learn to start it, then even if all you've got is your cell phone, you can still tell good story, because I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good story, and even like some of the guys that have made a living at it in Hollywood will tell you story is king.
Right.
That's you got to be your priority.
Right.
People that know what they're looking for can spot a good story regardless of the production value of it. No, those are things that you need to learn.
Right.
Too, because unfortunately they can detract or add to the quality of your story.
Absolutely.
As well. But what was your first feature film?
First feature film was Mountain Mafia.
I was in that. Tell me how that got started.
I wanted to do just a quick scene. I was putting together. I was back in time when I was doing short films, and I wrote a quick scene of two hitmen going to do a job. And when they do I was heavily influenced by Tarantino at the time. It was 2006, 2007 maybe.
Trying to think, what was his big movie then? Was that the Kill Bill stuff? Or
was
that...
Well, I was Pulp Fiction from the 90s.
That's
one of my major influences. But there's always a scene in Tarantino's movie where he opens a trunk, and it's always from inside the trunk. The camera up there, you can see it in just about every movie he does. I don't know how he's going to pull it off in the newest one, which is a Western. So
what do you do?
Yeah, well, probably not. Maybe the wagon, but anyway, so these hitmen get out to get their guns out of the trunk, and when they pop it open, there's already a body in there. And one hitman startles him, and the other one's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy." So and I just played off the scene there, and it started talking to me, telling me where to go, and I sent it off to my writing partner Casey Miracle, and he shot back that he loved the scene, and he agreed. We thought we could take it on to be a feature, so we went from there.
Cool.
And going on the whole, write what you know, which is not necessarily true. I don't agree with that, but at the time I did. I based it in Eastern Kentucky, where I'm from. So
yeah, which gives it some authenticity, I think.
Yes,
because you do know that, so that you can bring the other elements in,
right?
And it feels, authentic,
right?
So now Casey did a great job in the film and everything. He was your lead.
Very, very happy with him.
But I feel like the scene that stole the show was the one I was at.
Yes, it was the major fight scene, actually.
Yeah.
And
I did all my own stunts.
yes, he did, and he did them very well. And he only had a slight concussion.
It felt like it. It felt like it that one time, yeah.
No, the funny thing about that scene was that I had to shoot it 4 separate times, and Eric was very gracious enough to come back, or 3 times. I'm sorry.
It was 3 times, yeah.
He was very gracious to come back 3 separate times, do the same thing over again because I screwed up. So,
but you fed me all 3 times.
Yes, we did feed you, and
it's always a good.
Yes. Now the first time we had a friend of a friend said that he's got this huge barn. It takes place in a barn, and that
The
we
scene, not
there.
the whole movie.
Right, the scene. He said we could shoot there, so we go to his location, and it turns out it's not his barn; it's his neighbor's barn. And we had agreed with this guy. You know, we had talked to him, set up a date, and everything like that. And he's like, "Yeah, this is not going to be a problem. Come on out." And we get there, and the neighbor's not home. So we wait, and it's getting to be, 2 hours we're waiting, and the guy's like, I can't, I need to have him here. I can't let you shoot in here, We're like, well, I understand that. I just wish we knew it was not his barn. It was his neighbor's barn. We would contact that guy. But anyway, he had this little tool shed.
Yeah.
That's very, about the size of the framing here is about how big it was.
That's not hyperbole, folks.
It's that little
That is
roses true. And little decorative crap all over it that a hitman would absolutely have. We shot it anyway there, and we were running so late. We said, "Screw the dialogue. We'll get the dialogue later," and we just got the action done, and finished that part of the scene and got back to editing, and I just couldn't get over the fact that the hitmen were at this little bitty tool shed that was obviously used by some lady to do landscaping, roses and little gardens and stuff like that.
Very edgy, very edgy.
Yes. And I mean, it could be the perfect place for hitmen to hide stuff, I understand, but this was their own property and they didn't really need to hide it. They're just storing it. So I found another location, a beautiful warehouse location down in the great city of Lebanon, Kentucky, who was very nice to me throughout the entire shoot of Mountain Mafia. Pretty much opened their doors to the city for me and let me shoot wherever and whenever I wanted, and they were just awesome. So we go down and shoot it again, and my DP can't make the shooting date. And I was like, well, I want to get it over because it's a second shot. Just give me the camera, I'll do it, and I'll do a lot of handheld shaky cam crap that's in all of Hollywood at the time. And I wasn't that familiar with the camera, so I didn't check the ISO setting on it, and it was just pretty much like I shot it on the surface of the sun. It was pretty much just all blown out. And I didn't realize it, and of course we got done. We shot the entire day. These guys are wearing themselves out, fighting each other all day long, and we did the dialogue and everything too this time, so I give it to the editor, and a couple weeks later he calls me and he's like, we can't use this. So then I told Casey, and I was like, I gotta call Eric again.
Again.
Ask him to shoot one more time. So little did I know, Casey called Eric ahead of time and told him it was coming and he should give me some grief. So I called Eric and I was like, hey man, I really hate to ask you this, but we got to do that one more time. And he's like, okay, but just so you know, this is the last time. If you don't get it, too bad. And I was like, holy crap, Eric's mad. I've never seen him mad before. I'm like, yeah, no worries. I'll get it. And he's like, I'm messing with you. Sure, I'll shoot it again. So, good times.
It was good times. It was good times. And we even reworked all the fight choreography.
Yeah.
So it changed a lot, and Casey and I worked at his home. I kind of changed some stuff up.
Times,
I think we broke his kitchen table. No, we didn't really. Just throwing each other around. But no, it was a lot of fun though. And one of the things that that made it one of those things where I'm like, yeah, dude, we'll come and shoot it again. I don't mind doing that. Is because Cherokee's just such a really nice guy.
Oh.
And I say that because I think that's an important thing. If you're a nice person and people genuinely like working with you, they're more willing to go out of their way to help you get the project done. Right. Especially even when you're dealing with a low budget project where, it's, like I didn't get paid.
Well, especially
for it,
low budget. Because, I mean, you can't be a dick and ask people to work for free, and then put all these demands on them, like, you got to be here this time. I don't care if you have kids, you got to be here. I don't care if you're sick, you got to be here. And like, what are you doing for me? Oh, nothing. I'll give you some video for your reel.
Yeah.
No, that's
And a meal.
And a meal. Some people do. Most people do. I like to provide meals.
But it was fun. But it was still fun. We had a good time, and lots of great, wonderful jokes came out of that. The whole Beast
nickname. We call Eric the Beast now,
and which is apropos to how beastly I am. And the lavender cream thing came out of that. The Mountain Dew had this flavor. It was like ultraviolet or something is what it was called. And excuse me, good lord. Cherokee was running to the gas station. I was like, he's like, do you want anything to drink? I'm like, man, I would love like an ultraviolet. I get a text from him a little while later. He's like, dude, they don't have that lavender cream stuff here, or whatever it was you're looking for. So like for the last several years, that's been a joke when you, me, or Casey are connected on Facebook and stuff. Now, you shot Mountain Mafia over a long period of time.
Yeah, it was years. I think it was 5 years. Maybe 6, and the reason being is, of course, we're weekend warriors, so we may, and the film takes primarily in the summer and fall, so we had summer and fall weekends, and then we would pretty much take most of the rest of the year off that we didn't have interiors we could shoot. So, I don't recommend doing a film that way, but if you have to do it, you have to do it. I had a very large cast too, and it was really hard to get everybody on the same schedule, especially since you're not paying them, so you kind of got to go on their schedule.
And you're reshooting everything 3 times.
And you're shooting things over and over. That's not the only thing we had to reshoot. We actually had a hard drive crash.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, right around. I got the call on Christmas Day from the editor and DP at the time, telling me that he was in the process of backing up a hard drive, and the USB fried. And he thought that maybe the drive was okay, but it wasn't for sure. And I stayed on the phone with him, and he broke down. He's like, it's all gone, all that. And it was like 2 years worth of stuff.
Oh my gosh!
And we had lost every bit of it. So we looked over what we'd lost and thought that either we could scrap it or reshoot it really fast. Most of it we just ended up reshooting it. But since it was my first feature film, I wrote way too much. And the original cut was like 3 hours or something like that. So we were able to cut some of it and not lose any of the story anyway. So, but that was heartbreaking. And
yeah, wow.
Yeah, and then our second editor, he as we were finishing up the deadline, he had accidentally deleted a bunch of stuff too. We had to go. As we thought we were finished, we had to back it up and reshoot a bunch of other stuff. So it's kind of been like a tale of how not to make a movie. We've made so many mistakes, but I'm glad it was mine because I learned from those. And the second film that we shot it in 36 hours because it's a found footage film. So those are a little easier to shoot. You don't have to do crazy lighting setups. You don't have to do retake after retake after retake because the actors are holding the cameras and you watch it. If it looks good, you go on. But we shot a feature film in 36 hours. We split up into 3 separate crews because the people in the film split up. And I just figured I wanted to try this out. So I brought on 2 other directors and I got 2 complete other crews. And we had this massive location. We all just went out and shot at the same time. So it was an experiment. So far, it's paid off and worked pretty well. We still haven't finished it. I actually had a hard drive crash with that one and lost a bunch of footage. But the first thing I did, I made 3 backups. And took 2 of them off site just in case. So when I lost the footage this time, it was not a tragedy. I just pretty much lost all the edit. So I just got the other backup and brought it in. All the footage is safe. So
good thinking. Learn.
Yes.
Learn from that. We had a scare with Friggin Aliens too. My editor had we were like, we're smart because of having the Cherokee. We had 2 drives that were duplicates of one another.
Right.
And so every time like we would finish an edit, we'd back it up on both drives. So we had everything.
Yeah.
I sent them. I had to pass the editing off to another editor just because I had some stuff going on that I wasn't able to complete it. And he had the pipes burst in his apartment, and like an idiot, I sent him with both drives. Fortunately, we were able to recover everything from the drives, but it took us like 3 months to get the insurance to kick in and get us a new computer, and it was a huge mess, and it really a huge setback. But always back your stuff up. That's super.
At least twice. Move one off site just in case.
Yes, you never know. You never know what's going to happen, and you put so much, and not just you as the filmmaker, but so many people put so much into it.
You got to think not just yourself, but the crew and the cast and anybody that may have donated via IndieGoGo or Kickstarter or whatnot. So
yeah, very true, very true. So what projects do you have coming up? That you've got in the works?
I got a couple of web series I'm wanting to do. I don't know if I'll be able to do them anytime soon, but
I have my headshot and resume for you.
Yes, please. And auditions, I'll let you know. So,
oh wow! Don't call me. I'll call you.
Exactly. No, Eric's actually really good, really easy to work with. If there's any directors out there needing an actor, Eric's your man. So anyway, a couple web series.
I don't do full frontal nudity though.
Not anymore.
No, yeah,
not after Mountain Mafia. 3 times he had to do full frontal, and that was before we even got the cameras out.
They said it was part of the audition. I didn't understand what was happening in the movie. I was worried that the fight scene was going to be me and Casey completely naked, shooting guns and wrestling. And,
yes.
But you want to act.
Gladiators. It was all about gladiators. So
none of that's true. None of that's true. You need to. Hold real quick. Can people still buy Mountain Mafia? Can they or watch it online or?
We are in the process of re-editing it again. We do have some copies left. If you're interested, just contact me at Facebook. You can find me there. Just Cherokee Hall. There shouldn't be too many more Cherokee Halls. And there's also a Mountain Mafia page on Facebook too. You can look that up, and I can get you a copy. But we are re-editing it. And we found some footage that our original editor didn't know about or didn't care for or something like that. But he's off the project now, so we got somebody else. So it's all good.
You'll buy it.
Yes. No, what I'm working on now, a couple web series I want to do. One is kind of like the Andy Griffith Show meets the X-Files.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's based in Kentucky, where a sheriff has to pretty much keep a town safe from themselves because there's just a bunch of horror elements that live in the town, and the sheriff's fine with them living there as long as they don't hurt the other people. So it's a comedy, of course.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple other ideas. I haven't really fleshed anything else, but the big thing that I'm working on, going to be hopefully working on coming up, is a feature film with Jeffrey Reddick, who is the producer and writer of the Final Destination series. Him and I co-wrote a script last year, and he's shopping it around right now, and I'm attached as director. So we have a couple leads, and hopefully we'll be able to do something there. We're going to shoot it in Kentucky too, so because he's a Kentucky boy, I'm a Kentucky boy. We try to keep it all in state as much as we can.
Local actors.
We're going to try to do as much local as possible.
No, I don't have the conventional leading man look.
These are all high school students. I think we could. Yes. Little makeup. We'll get him right in there.
Do you need a teacher?
No, it's
or a grumpy old janitor? I will shoot it 3 times.
But no more.
But that's it. That's where I draw the line. Okay, that's really cool. I hope that pans out. That sounds like a really cool project.
When we were doing the found footage, Terror at Crimson Creek, we were doing the found footage movie. We really picked Reddick's brain about it, and he's like, well, I've got a found footage film that I had wrote too. Would you be interested in maybe just doing that on your own? And we're like, well, yeah, we'd love to. And it was originally he got contacted by, I think it's WWE who did it, to pitch them an idea for the Leprechaun movie, the one they did recently.
Okay.
And Reddick put this pitch together, and it's not really, it never says Leprechaun in it or anything like that, but they, how to say this tactfully, they didn't take his pitch but a lot of his ideas showed up in the movie. It was really weird. Yeah, I'm not saying WWE did anything. I'm not saying they stole it, but he left his pitch with them, and they went with another direction, and a lot of his ideas showed up in it. But could be coincidence. I'm not saying anything. So anyway, he gave us the script, and it wasn't a script. Actually, it was just a treatment, and him and I went back and forth and wrote it out, and we changed it around to where it's nothing like a Leprechaun, but it's going to be good. I really, really enjoyed writing the script, and I think it's the best writing I've ever done. Probably because Jeffrey rewrote all the stuff I wrote, more than likely. So, but my name's on it, and that's all that matters.
That's right. That's what will be on the screen. Screenplay by Cherokee Hall.
By Jeffrey Reddick and Cherokee Hall.
Well, I would put you both. And, Cherokee comes alphabetically before Jeffrey.
That's what I'm trying to tell him every time.
So that's kind of the
Hall, Reddick, Cherokee, Jeffrey. Doesn't matter. Either way you go.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, good call. Your name's got to be big on the screen. And that is a good feeling, too, by the way, when you have your name on a big screen that has to something. I got to work on the story development for a faith-based film, Summer Snow, that you can purchase at Walmart or online, et cetera, et cetera. Good movie. And I got story by credit.
Nice.
So excited. It's like, there's my name. Like, it's one of the last title cards. It's not in the scrolling credits. Like, it's in the story by blah, blah, blah,
it's
blah.
on the opening.
And Eric Henninger. I'm like,
nice.
That's me. It's really opened up a lot of opportunities for me to do podcasts in my kitchen.
We are actually considering branching over into some faith-based films as well.
Sweet. So, we talked about that. We had coffee one night and chit-chatted a little bit about that.
Yeah. And that's still on the plate. Me and my wife had some life issues happen that I really can't talk about right now, but
I'll tell you later. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what they are.
It's in the bottom screen.
Click here to read.
It's good stuff. So we're just hoping that an adoption works out for us. So
that'd be great. That'd be wonderful. That's exciting. That's so exciting. Kids are great.
I can go around and tell people that you're not a parent. You don't understand like most of them do.
That's why most people have kids.
That's the only reason why I want one, to be honest.
To play that card. I'm sorry I was an hour late, but you have no idea what it's like to get a little kid ready. Never mind the fact that I slept in half an hour too late.
And then he can start cutting the grass. What, about 4 or 5 years old?
I think I started my son when he was like 3.
We got a riding mower, so I can see that.
Yeah.
You just need blocks down on the pedal where you can push the gas down.
Yeah, earn your keep, kids.
Yes, exactly.
Earn your parents.
Stop sponging. For God's sake, get a job.
Bunch of moochers. Good Lord, if you had any idea what it costs to raise you.
All these excuses. I'm only 4 years old.
When I was 4, I worked at a steel mill. That's not true.
I don't think they had steel mills right here.
Not in suburban Illinois, where I was when I was 4.
Ooh, Illinois.
Yeah. That's where I was born, and then I moved to New Hampshire when I was.
And that's when 9. You became a Patriots fan.
Yes.
Mm.
Get a lot of grief.
We got some rivalry. Well, I'm a Bengals fan. You're a Patriots fan. You know, we play the game properly and abide by the rules. And I'm not going to say anything else, but
I'll say this. ESPN just released an apology.
Ooh.
Because some of the stuff they initially reported was actually from the Spygate thing like 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And they were applying it to
yeah.
Brady's the whole Deflategate thing. Can we stop using the word gate?
Yeah.
By the way, like, I don't care if you're a Patriots fan or not.
No.
That's stupid. It was Watergate because it was the Watergate Hotel. It didn't have anything to do with water.
Or gates.
Yeah. So stop it. It's annoying.
Yes.
Call it like the deflate controversy. The deflated ball. It doesn't sound as good, does it?
No, deflate gate does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
It rhymes, but I mean.
But it's just annoying as a Pats fan. But but it was interesting. They apologized for that, which has nothing to do with Terror, Crimson Creek, Mountain Mafia, or Summer Snow, or The Beast, or the podcast.
Nothing. Cream, none of that. But anyway,
cream.
I like to give Eric a little crap about that. But,
as you should.
Yeah.
That's how I know you love me.
Yes. It's hard to be a Bengals fan. I'll just.
Yeah.
I gotta poke jabs where I can.
That's all you've got.
Yes. It's when your team messes up. That's all I can root for.
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of stuff we could talk about now, but that's a different podcast.
At least I'm not a Browns fan, so I can say.
Fair enough. The suckiest team in the NFL.
Poor guys.
Close to it. I mean, I'm sure they try hard. You know, I can tie this into film. Even making a bad film, like a bad football team, still takes a lot of effort.
Ooh, nice segue.
Yeah.
I like that.
And Cherokee and I don't make bad films.
Or bad football teams.
Right? We're going to go in on a franchise, though,
Yes.
here pretty soon, like Ari Gold and Entourage.
Yes.
We're going to try to bring an NFL team to Lexington with our millions of dollars that we have.
We're putting up a Kickstarter. It'll be below this. Donate to Lexington or the Kentucky coal miners.
Sweet, yeah, the coal miners have like a little pickaxe and a little like a headlamp as the logo. It's good. I think we'll only need to raise maybe 20 mil.
I was thinking more like $500 million.
Oh dang! I know nothing about buying an NFL team. It's not usually on my plate. Anyways, cool man. Anything else you want to rib me about?
Well,
Make
we
me
don't have
shoot
enough
again
time for that. So
we're gonna actually shoot this podcast 2 more times.
oh, touche.
Hey Cherokee,
Good one.
but I'm gonna do it all while we're here.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
I
do
screwed
one
the
better.
lights up. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong gels on the lights. Now we look like green aliens. No, is there anything else you'd like to share?
I would like to talk about Friggin Aliens.
Okay.
How is that coming along?
We scrapped it. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, all you Kickstarter funders. I'm kidding. We didn't even use Kickstarter. We used IndieGoGo.
Which is better for films.
It's going good. Well, yeah, great. Yeah, here's the update. And I know you were one of our contributors, and so you have a DVD coming to you.
Sweet.
I mean, it's not in the mail or anything. We were making huge headway on it right out of the gate. And then I had some personal things that happened in my life, and that kind of shut us down for a couple months.
Right.
Passed it off to one of our producers who started editing, and we had the water pipes burst.
The Watergate.
The Watergate, right. The pipe gate, the frozen gate, the dead computer gate, the insurance gate, whatever. And so it took us it was almost 4 months before the insurance reimbursed us for that.
Crazy.
And we got going again. Anyways, and then so here's where we're at right now with it. And you know this from working on Mountain Mafia, these projects, especially with no budget, are certainly a labor of love. And you're like, I love doing this, but I can't wait for this movie to be out and done so I can move on to something else.
Yes.
But we're excited. I've got a guy going through and doing all the audio levels and stuff.
Good.
And we've got a guy doing our special effects. And then we'll have to do a little bit of ADR, throw some music in it, and it's done. So
Awesome.
So right now the plan is to be premiering it at the Kentucky. We've been talking with Fred Mills, over there, and so
Good guy, by the way. Good guy.
yeah, fantastic. Really supportive of local filmmakers.
Yes, he is.
Which is great. And the Kentucky's a great venue. We originally wanted to do it in December, and Freddie was like, "That's a horrible idea. You don't want to do it around the holidays. Wait till after the holidays." So we're going to premiere it in January at the Kentucky.
Awesome.
Very excited. I think we've got something that's kind of unique on the landscape here with local films, and it's fun. It's funny. It's as you know, it's a tale about friendship, true love, and aliens.
Friggin' Aliens.
And you can watch the trailer right
The
here.
trailer's awesome too. Check it out.
Thanks, man.
Not a problem.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Good to go.
Sweet. Guys, well, Cherokee, thanks. Well, hold on, let me reboot that. Hey, guys, Cherokee. Cherokee, thanks for hanging out with me.
No, thanks for having me. And
always a
don't
pleasure.
forget all those links you got to put down there.
Yeah, I have
all of them.
to watch all this crap again.
Yep. Batman Dead End. Check it out, for real.
Batman Dead End. Grayson, I don't know that I've seen the film now that I'm thinking about it, but I did see the behind the scenes thing.
That's awesome.
And you want some helpful tips and tricks to do practical effects. I mean, the guy's a genius. Super smart. So I'll get those links up. Dead End and Grayson. Is there a trailer for Mountain Mafia? We'll put that up, but we'll We'll put a link in the description for Cherokee's Facebook page and the Mountain Mafia page. Touch base with him. Cherokee's a great guy.
Yes, I am.
One of the guys.
I'm humble too.
One of my favorite qualities. And you know he is when he has to call you 3 different times to reshoot a scene. It sounds like I'm really bitter about it, but I'm not. It's hilarious.
I think he is. I don't know.
Never make a movie with Cherokee again. No, that's not true. I would do it in a heartbeat.
He didn't make 1, he made 3. So.
But Cherokee's a great guy and super smart guy and really has a passion for making film and is good at it too. You can mail me a check for that. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, so anyways, I honestly don't remember who my guest is next week. But it's going to be awesome.
It will be.
I'll post something about it.
Right.
You'll know. I didn't look at my schedule before we started this one. So, you'll want to check it out because whoever it is, it's going to be exciting.
Blow you away. One of my favorite people.
Yeah, mystery guest. Ooh. Anyways, so like, subscribe, share, leave comments in the section below. Let us know what you thought about our episode. Give us some ideas of stuff you'd like to hear us talk about here on the Life Together video podcast. Until next week, I'm Eric Henninger reminding you that life is too short to not pursue the things that you're passionate about. Thanks so much.